You already know what time it is. We back in this bit. We have the fierce battle that just tried to surpass me Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta event. Hard difficulty has been released. The advantageous elements are green, yellow, and red. The challenges are pretty much the same as yesterday's. You have the timer count challenges, clear it without Rising Rush. You have to inflict 4 million with Rising Rush. You have to clear it with a Saiyan as well as a character that is the color yellow. So once again, you want to focus on one set of challenges each time. So focus on getting the timer counts one done, then going for without Rising Rush, then inflicting it with Rising Rush, as well as clearing it with a Saiyan, then yellow. And just to show you how difficult it can be, how hard these units are going to hit, I'm going to be using a boost unit as well as, just a broken unit like Super Saiyan Gogeta here. We're going to let Gohan die so we can get the card level draw speed buff, and you'll see just how much the AI is going to be perfect vanishing here. So I'm going to do a blast right now. Yep, that's a PV. I can't dodge that. Yep, look at that. Look how much damage that card does. And you really use that. They pretty much always have a blue card up and by them. So here we're going to let them take him out, and then we get a card draw speed buff, and we'll actually start beginning our combo. So you always want to start off with a blast. If you go with a strike, there is pretty much a 100% chance that the enemy is just gonna PV it, dodge it. So you want to try to always start it off with a blast instead of a strike, because you can yeah, cover change. You have to watch out for cover change too. Oh my goodness, you have to watch out for that. So we're gonna dodge that. Boom, we'll start up here. You can see I'm doing really good damage with Super Saiyan Gogeta here, but I'm telling you, if they hit you back, they're going to be hitting you way worse. PV? Yep, that's the PV. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. That was not a PV. So we got, okay, once again, we are doing very good damage. One thing you do want to watch out for is this Vegeta. When he dies, he actually gives health back to his teammates. So if both of the enemy teammates are up, then they're going to be getting pretty much like, I believe, 500,000 health. I'm pretty sure I drop comboed that, but I guess not. So I'll use a green card here, and then I'll just go for a rush. See if I can get the 4 million damage with rush here. Okay, I think we're going to get it. But as you can see, I mean, they've PV'd a couple times, and it's only just going to, keep happening over and over. We're going to have to watch out for Vegeta because, again, he does do those buffs and he takes away your Dragon Balls. So you have to watch out for that. Okay, he's going to use a blue card. I'm telling you, that's a PV. You can't do anything about it. You can't even go up for taps. So you have to always watch out for that. And you have to have units that are going to be able to take hits, because if you don't, well, you're going to take a lot of damage. Here you can see destroy Dragon Balls, and Goku got some health back too, which obviously sucks. And other than that, this pretty much should be it right here. It should be going downhill for Goku. Gonna use this. Boom. We'll pop this. We'll use this blue card. Hopefully make him vanish here. No, he's not gonna vanish. I'll just dodge that, and this should be a actual game over. But yeah, you could see just how much damage these units were doing to a freaking boost unit. That's how much damage they were doing with just one blue card. Imagine them going into a full-on combo. It's gonna be even worse. So we're finishing it up right here. We're getting a couple challenges complete. So the timer counts, I mean, it's the difficult thing really is the timer counts. I mean, I've seen a lot of players that are able to stay alive throughout the whole 200 timer counts, but the problem is actually clearing it within those 90 timer counts. Clearing it with yellow obviously should not be difficult, because that is one of the actual advantageous elements. Saiyan, clearing it with a Saiyan, I mean, if one of your teams, if you main Saiyans or something like that, or you have a team that has a Saiyan, then you should be fine. But pretty much the best other Saiyan that you can have would be this Kid Goku right here. He is obviously tagged Saiyan Kid Goku, free to play Zenkai 7 unit, and you can actually still get him right now. He has his event up over here. When you go to the special tab, you can see him, and you'll be able to do the co-op battle as well as just his regular event. So if you don't have him, you'll be able to get him there. And then once we go back, look at the challenges, we can see that we have the yellow. So if you use that Goku, he'll be fulfilling 2 challenges, the yellow requirement as well as the Saiyan tag requirement. So not only would you be getting those challenges complete, but then you could also try to focus on clearing it with Rising Rush. If you can clear it with Rising Rush, then you're pretty much guaranteed to get that 4 million damage if you use it on a unit that has type disadvantage. You know, especially if you have someone like Kid Goku that is Zenkai 7, y'all easily be able to get that. So we're going for it here. We're not going to use the boost unit this time. We're going to use an actual fusion team. My fusion team is pretty stacked. I do have a lot of good units here. So we're going to lead off with this yellow Vegito, and then we'll go into Kefla and red Gogeta. So we'll see how we do. Even, I don't know. We're going to see how much damage they do. This is one thing I do like to do. Play with units that are high starred, just so you can see the insane amount of damage that you're going to be dealing with. So we're going to do a blast. Look at that. PV. You can't do anything. I'm telling you. PV after PV after PV. So you have to always watch out for that. I would always wait for them to attack first, because if you attack first, you already saw what's happened both of these times, and it always happens too. So look, another PV. I'm saying you want to just be waiting. They're just wait back and wait for you to attack first, and they always have key up their sleeve. They match up with you in strikes, with blasts, and when you go for a tackle, they go for a tackle, or they start floating back. So they just read you. And I would just wait for them to attack, because if you just go straight for it, more than often than not, they're just going to PV, blue card, and boom, half of your health is gone. You could see just how they did that with that Vegito. 2 blue cards, boom, dead. So that's why you always want to wait for them to attack, because if you go straight for it, hey, PV, man, that PV, it's always consequential. I'm just going to wait for him to attack again, because it's just always an issue. Once again, go for this. Ooh, that could have been really bad. Good thing he sidestepped right there. So we're going to go for this blue card right here. Finish him off. This blue bar. First bar, Oh, okay. I guess not. Now you survived. That's cool, whatever. I'm just going to go for a AU strike for whatever he does next right here. Look, he's definitely going to be going for a PV. I don't want to go for anything. Yeah, look, watch. If I go for a tackle, he's going to go for a strike. And if I go for a card, he's just going to perfect vanish it. Yep, look at that. PV. Ultimate. Yeah, I knew it. I knew the ultimate was going to come out here. He's going to pop that. Okay. Yeah, so I'm telling you, these units, they hit so hard. One little blue card, and it did pretty much like half health. Let's see how much this does. Oh my, that's type disadvantage. Keep that in mind as well. That's type disadvantage. That's how much damage they're doing. So we got that. Swap up here, do the blasts. And then he's probably going to switch out to... Oh, I thought he was going to switch out to Vegeta, but I guess not. Here, I'll switch into Kefla. I'm going to dodge whatever he throws. Yep. Boom. Okay. Look at that. Watch. Ultimate. Main ability. Watch. Come on. Do it. Okay. I bet he's going to have another strike. I bet. Oh, look at that. Always pulling cards out their booty cheeks. Here we go. And then they should be able to finish him off unless he's going to switch. Okay. He did. Man, that's why you always want to drop combo, because they might... switch it to Gogeta, and then boom, they cancel your strike, they push you back. Goodness, come on, make me vanish. I'm gonna make you vanish. I'm gonna banish you to the shadow realm. So get these good buffs going, and boom, first bar down. So you can see just how much that, one ultimate, that ultimate from Gogeta, he hardly had any buffs on that ultimate too. He took me down for almost half health, or I think pretty much above half health. So that's why you always want to be watching out for that type of stuff. Always. Okay, so that's a blue card, I can tell. Yep. Oh my gosh. They're gonna dodge. Look at that. Trying to go for a PV right there. So we cleared it without Rising Rush. At the end of the day, these are the tips for this one. Yeah, you wait for them to attack. Don't go on the offensive. If you go for a tackle, they're definitely gonna go for a strike. If you go for a blast, a blue card, strike card, they're gonna perfect vanish it, and then they're more often than not gonna have a blue card up their sleeve and just use it straight away. Also, you always want to switch into a unit that has type bonus. If you don't, you're gonna be effed. And I would personally start off with a unit that doesn't have it. So let's say right here, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I'll show you right now, because we've seen it already twice, but I'm gonna just do it again so you can really take a grasp on it. So we've seen both times where I initiated and they PV'd and they use a blue card. So here I'm gonna dodge, and then you'll see how I go for an attack, and then they're just gonna dodge it again. So go for an attack. Look, dodge right here. Oh, if I went a little bit sooner, they would have dodged. I mean, that pretty much just proves it right there. If I went a little bit sooner, they would have dodged it, and then they would have gone for something else. So, timer count ones, I mean, it's not difficult to stay alive. Once again, the only difficult thing would be to actually clear it within those timer counts. Clearing it without Rising Rush, I can see how that would be a more difficult one. Inflicting over 4 million with Rising Rush, it's not going to be difficult at all, especially when you're using a unit like Kid Goku and you're using the rush up against the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. You have Turbo Revenge. Boom, that's 4 million rush damage already. And then clearing it with a tag, Saiyan, and Yellow. I mean, once again, like I've been saying, free to play Zenkai 7 Kid Goku. That's obviously the best option by far. But other than that, this challenge is not hard. It's not as difficult as the last one was, as the freaking last just tried to surpass me. So you can see, I mean, in the end, it's not that difficult. By far, for me, right now, the most difficult one was clearing it without Rising Rush because the battle was dragging on. And one of my characters got taken out. And then I had to worry about another unit coming in using the blue card, making V vanish. Then I would have no vanish, and they go on a full combo rampage. Because I'm telling you, if they go on a full card rampage, 2 blasts, 2 strikes, all 4 strikes, 4 blasts, 2 strikes, 1 blue card, you're going to be taken out. If you stay in with that character, you don't switch out, you're going to be taken out. Even if you have type advantage, you're going to be taken out. So at the end of the day, hey, this is just advice. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah.
It's just, you hate the gods so much. But Tyr proves that gods can be good. And you're good. You only killed those deserving, right?